What's going on, y'all? It's iSwune, and today I'm doing a top 5 video. Today is my top 5 least favorite classic teams for playing out online in NBA 2K16. Now, if you liked the video, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share it with all your friends, and let me know what is your top 5 least favorite your top 5 least favorite classic teams in NBA 2K16. Now, I'm just gonna say I might not have already done a video with these teams, but I have played with these teams, so I know that I don't like them. I'm not just basing them off of what people say. So right now we're going to get it kicked off right with the 97-98 Utah Jazz. Now this might come as a shock, because you was like, man, you have Stockton, you have Hornacek, you have Karl Malone. Well, for me, John Stockton is really inconsistent. Jeff Hornacek is even more consistent than John Wall, and Karl Malone was pretty good for me, but he just couldn't, carry the team, but he just wasn't hitting his shots. Like, he has a mid-range shot, he wasn't hitting the shots, he wasn't hitting the post for me. So this was just one of those teams that might be good for some people, but for me it was just like way too inconsistent. So that's why it's coming at number 5 in the least favorite and not higher. So next, moving on, we're gonna go with the where's this team at? There we go. The 97-98 San Antonio Spurs. This team just lacked a lot of athleticism, and they lacked, for me, consistent scoring. Like, Vinny Del Negro and Sean Elliott are supposed to have pretty good three-point shots, and the couple times that I did use them, they weren't knocking down their shots to save my life, man. The only person I really had was David Robinson, because Tim Duncan, this was the rookie Tim Duncan. Like, Tim Duncan had a little bit of a mid-range as he, got older, but he didn't have that. This Tim Duncan doesn't really have that, so he's kind of a liability for me. Plus, the bench really isn't good like most of these classic teams, so for me, this team was just a complete struggle to use, and that's why it's coming in at number 4. Now, number 3, I told myself I wasn't going to do 2 of the same teams, but it is kind of necessary. So we're going to start off with this 70-71 Atlanta Hawks team. Now, I like Pistol Pete generally. Like, I had him in my team, and he was solid for me coming off the bench. But this Pistol Pete, for me, just would not knock down his jump shots. It killed me. Like, the guy I was playing against, he wasn't good. He was leaving him wide open, still couldn't hit shots. Same with Lou Hudson, man. And I'm just like, it just made me so mad, because it was an easily winnable game, but this team just will not hit shots, and that's really it. Outside of these two players, especially Pete Maravich, like, this team just lacks a lot of depth in terms of just quality players you can use on this team, man. And that's why it's coming in at number 3, man. I actually suggest nobody pick this team. Don't do it. Don't pick this team. And number 2, where are they at? Is this 85-86 Hawks team. I will never ever pick this team again. They have no really outside consistent presence. Like, Dominique is good. Like, I love playing with Dominique, but this team suffers a similar problem with the 2000-2001 76ers team, which I thought about actually putting in here, but for the fact that AI is slightly better for me, I decided to exclude this team. Like, this team is the definition of a struggle. I will never ever pick this team again. I've actually talked to people who have used this team too, and they say it's a struggle for them too. Outside of Dominique, if the person is good and shuts down Dominique, you're not most likely winning this game, because I cannot put my faith in Randy Whitman. Doc Rivers wasn't really a scorer, he was more of a facilitator, and Kevin Willis and Trey Rollins just ain't gonna cut it, man. This team just is not gonna cut it against the Cavs or pretty much any team in 2K17, which is why it is number 2, and which is gonna lead me to the number 1 team. Not this team, but if you've seen my video, you will understand my struggle that I had with this team, and this is definitely for me the number 1 most hated team. I can't stand this team in 2K16. Where they at? The 94-95 New York Knicks. Good Lord have mercy, this team was the definition of a struggle. If your best player is playing like your worst player, this team is garbage. This team is hot garbage. I can't say how much I can't stand this 94-95 New York Knicks team. the worst team I think I've ever played with in this game, man. First of all, they don't have a legitimate small forward because Doug Christie is young in this game and he doesn't have his shot like he does in the 99-2000 Raptors team. And Patrick Ewing misses so many hook shots, misses so many post shots. He gets bullied on the inside, can't block a shot. He can't hit his mid-range shots like he can in real life. You know, this team doesn't play like the real life the New York Knicks. For me, John Starks inconsistent. He misses wide open shots way too much. Can't really drive. Always getting blocked. Some people are good with John Starks, but me, that's not really the case. The only shining light is Hubert Davis, and even then, like, he's not going to hit all of his shots. This team is the epitome of trash. Can't stand them. This team is hot garbage and super slow with zero athleticism. Try defending Russell Westbrook with any of these people, and you will understand the struggle that I had with these 94-95 New York Knicks. Hot garbage. Can't say it enough. Definitely the number one least favorite team in NBA 2K, classic team in NBA 2K16. Probably my least favorite team in 2K16, maybe tied with the Denver Nuggets. But that's going to round out the list for the top 5 least hated teams, or the top 5 most hated teams, the least favorite teams in 2K16. Let me know what you guys think. I want to know your top 5 least favorite classic teams in NBA 2K16. Drop it below in the comment section. Guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, man. It's your first time, hit that subscribe button. Send a like, hit that like button too, man. Share this video with all of your friends. Let them know about iSwune. And I want to know what you guys think. What are your guys' top 5 least favorite classic teams in NBA 2K16? So guys, thank you for watching. It's iSwune.